It's the Everlate Game Review, and we're talking about Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Before we get into this game review, I would like to address why we were ever late with game reviews.
Okay.
And, you know, how long has Battlefront been out for? Since what, January?
November?
No, November, okay. Sorry. I was thinking January was way
October?
farther. Way farther than that. Forgot that it's only first week of February.
Yeah,
Jesus. Yeah. January seems so long. Anyways, the reason that we take a long time to do game reviews, you know, most people are out a week after or the day of, or, you know what I mean? Because I think that when you do a game review right away, the enthusiasm for that game is there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so we like to play the games for a long time. I had it for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
6 weeks almost.
Yeah.
Most you bought
December.
It right away.
Yeah, I actually bought it right away and started playing it.
So you had it for 2 months. I had it for about 6 weeks. Month and a half. So we like to put in some good hard gaming, and that'll give us a good honest, I think it gives you a good honest review of it, because number one, do you like to keep coming back to this game?
Yeah.
I think if you like to come, it's a decent game. So now, on to Star Wars. Battlefront 2.
So, when Star Wars came out, there was a lot of flack for it because of these loot boxes things, and
you had to buy them, right? You had to pay for them, right?
You actually had to pay for them, or severe grinding in the game. Now, I've been playing it for quite some time now, and yes, there is severe grinding for the game, and I still haven't really figured out how things level up. You spend a lot of time unlocking all the unlockables, because you actually have to, you get like 300 credits per game, and it costs you 5 to 15,000 credits to unlock certain characters. Now, I've done that. I've been grinding away. I understand why they want to do the loot boxes, but honestly, EA, if you want to do loot boxes and make people pay to win, give away the game for free. Then people won't have a problem paying for loot boxes.
Was it $80?
But it cost $80 for this game.
And then to do more?
And then you want us to pay for stuff? No.
I thought they changed it. Didn't they change it?
They
kind of went back on it.
They kind of went back on it. There's been rumors that they're going to go back to it. But you know what? So far it's been 6 months. They haven't gone back to it yet. They've been throwing new content into it. They've had some DLC, new characters, new ships, new stuff. They have a season thing that they do. If you choose to partake in it, because I don't think you really, daily things, etc., etc. I will go back to this game. I enjoy this game. I'm having fun playing it. I like the iconic places you can go to. The Moon of Endor, Hoth, the fight there, the different eras of the Star Wars.
So I guess if you're a Star Wars fan, then it resonates with you.
Yes.
I enjoyed the game. Like I said, for a couple days, for a week, I enjoyed playing it. I went back to it and I played it often. I played it for 4 or 5 days in a row, and then it kind of lost me. I kind of wasn't. If I was like, oh, I'm going to play some video games, it wasn't my first choice. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to play Star Wars. It was, I better play more Star Wars so I understand the game more. I better play different game modes so I understand the game more. And it kind of was like, I had to work at it. I had to force myself to play it. I'm getting more used to being not the gamer of gamers. I'm getting used to the 2-stick movement thingies, the shoot and fire. I'm still having troubles with it, but I'm doing better. When I got to the campaign where I had to fly the TIE fighters and shit, it just pissed me off, because I'd be doing well and then be like, proceed back to game zone. I'm like, I am I not? And then it would just blow me up. I'm like, but I was going back the direction that I came. What the fuck? Why don't you just put me back in the game area then? Like, man. To me, it seems like games like these are more suited to, like, they're not suited to bring in new people. It seems they're more suited to, oh, you're a hardcore gamer and you like this series, okay, you can keep playing it. We're gonna kind of cater to you.
Yeah, kind of,
not
sort of.
Try to bring in new people.
No, and that is one of the things that is happening with a lot of games, is unless you've played previous iterations,
Yeah.
you're kind of lost.
I played a little bit of Star Wars, the first Battlefront.
Yeah, you borrowed it. Yeah.
And it kind of was the same. It was like, cool. Like flying a little fighter and trying to make the AT-AT fall.
Yep.
That was cool in the first one. But in this one, it kind of just was like, it got difficult. Maybe that's just because I suck. But I got to a certain point and I was like, I don't want to play anymore. There's not fun for me. I didn't want to go back, and I don't want to grind through a campaign or to get chests. To me, when I'm playing a video game, I'm not like, oh, I open a chest and get this. I'm like, great.
Yeah. And that's the thing. For me, opening the chest isn't. If I ever found that I had the credits for it, I'd go and buy one. But for the most part, I played because I enjoyed the. Okay, I'm going to keep going back and playing the Starfighters. In the first Battlefront on the current generations of consoles, it was okay. It wasn't that much fun. But in in Battlefront 2, playing the Starfighters, you again have the three different eras: the original, the prequels, and the new ones. You have the different missions in each one, and you can play as new, old.
I thought the TIE fighters were cool. Like, it was fun flying them, but they were very difficult to control. Like, the controls were so sensitive. I'm sure you could turn it down.
Yeah, once you start realizing the trick behind it, all of a sudden it's just like you'll be seeing this actually in the highlight reels, but there was just one match that I went in and I just blasted things to hell. Placed 5th. That's how much better other people were.
I guess the pitch and
the roll. I turned my pitch off because I find that I have a slight lean.
But when you use this one, the right one, what did that control?
Speed. So if you go forward, you go faster. Backwards, you go slower.
Oh, not on mine.
And that way, when you turn,
stick, it would turn you, like not the pitch and the roll, but the turning.
Yeah. So it's speed and turn, and the other one is pitch.
It was like, I would want to just make a little turn. I would just want to go I'd be going like this, and I'd roll, and I'd want to turn just a little bit, and I would turn, and it would turn me back the other way. I'm like, but the guy was right in front of me. I just wanted to, what the, man, and that's what got me frustrated and why I didn't really want to play the game, because I was like, well, why do I want to, I'm never gonna, you know what I mean? And that kind of turned me off of it.
But again, I've been enjoying the Starfighter aspect of it incredibly a lot. I've been looking for Starfighter, a console, a ship-to-ship combat game. I understand there's lots of them on the PC, but PCs require a lot of upkeep and a lot of money to do, which is not something that
especially
I have abundance of.
When you have a gaming PC, to have a proper gaming PC is
so that's why I like consoles, because it's just you pay it and you just put the game in. There's no upkeep, except for the next generation.
Why the fuck can't you get a game that's really good on PC to be really good on a console?
They kind of work on them. So for the rest of it, the Starfighter aspect of it, I would pay for itself. I enjoyed that much. For the other part of it, the first-person shooter, the third-person shooter, I like sci-fi shooters more than I like any other types of shooters. So this sci-fi aspect of it is always a lot of fun for me. And being able to hop into an AT-AT and use the AT-AT guns on stuff.
Oh, I never got to that.
I enjoy that a lot.
I could see why this could be like a hardcore. If you're really into it, you're gonna really enjoy it. But if you're new to it, I think you're gonna struggle with it. I think you're gonna have a hard time.
If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll work through it.
Yeah.
If you are a Star Wars fan and never played shooter games before, it's worth working through. Honestly, what you should do is you play the campaign, and then go to the arcade and just play the arcade and learn some of the power-ups and stuff like that. And then after a while, start to go into some of the multiplayer stuff. Now, in the multiplayer, you have the Galactic Assaults. You have Heroes versus Villains. I don't know if you ever played that one.
Yeah.
But
That's the problem when you play a multiplayer and you're a beginner. There's no way.
Everybody else is better than you.
There's no way to be like, hey, can I just play with other beginners?
Yeah.
Can I play with people who are just as bad as me and try to, hone my skills and get better and move my way up? But no, this is just, multiplayer, here you go, bam! Oh,
yeah, they throw you to the sharks. And it's just like, even though I have experience, I was playing some Heroes versus Villains, and the other members of the other
They're
team,
so good.
have the better cards, and they're all leveled up, and it's just like, slash, I'm dead. I'm like, okay, that kind of sucks.
You play for like 3 minutes, and you're like, well, now I'm dead. I didn't even get one shot off.
Yeah,
Thanks, appreciate
and
that.
it's frustrating at times, and this is one of those things where...
So you should be able to, maybe that's something, not just for like Star Wars, but just for multiplayer online games. Maybe that's you should
they
be able to
match you better.
Yeah, they should be like, I'm a level 1. They should match with more level 1s, And obviously you want to maybe have the first 4 levels in whatever, obviously the skill gap, you'd have to do some investigating into it.
Honestly, if you're a level 1 and throwing you with other level 1s, you might have the guys that are naturally good.
Yeah.
But you're still with a whole
level
bunch of other level 1s.
They're going to have the same attributes as you. They're going to have the same,
on occasion, you'll get the guy with a better card. But honestly,
If you have level 1, 2, 3 together, it's fine because you're still going against skill levels higher than you, and you're still having to improve.
But you're not.
There's not level 50 kicking your ass every time.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, this is no fun. I'm not going to play anymore.
And right now, I am, despite the loot boxes in this game, and they'll probably end up bringing them back, I would say go buy it. It's actually pretty decently cheap now. And I'm only recommending it because it is...
Why do they still charge $80 for a game? I don't understand that anymore. It doesn't... To me, it doesn't work in today's market.
Well,
especially with iOS and stuff like that, you can get decent games for...
a game like Wolfenstein 2, charge $80, and that's the game. You get the whole game, right? But a game like this, if you want to the loot box
in-app purchases,
give away the game for free.
$20.
$20.
Yeah.
And then go, here, we know we're charging you basically nothing for the game, but we're expecting you to buy stuff in the game. And we're like, okay,
to be able to proceed far in the game, you're going to have to make purchases. But if you're going to charge $80, don't expect the whole game.
Yeah. Give us, which they kind of did. They gave you the whole game, but they didn't give you the ability to level up.
With an asterisk on it.
Yeah. And
for me, I wouldn't buy this game. I would not recommend to play it. I would not.
Yeah, if you're a Star Wars fan,
play it.
I'm suggesting buy the game and grind through it. If you have spare money, you can throw some spare money in it.
If you're someone who's looking for a game just to play because you're like, I want a new game, don't get this one.
No.
Because you're going to have to invest some time into it. You're going to have to invest probably extra money. And
I'm willing to invest the time simply because regardless of the cards that I have in the Starfighter, I have enough skill and know-how about how to use the Starfighter's attributes that I can kick ass. Yeah. And with I know I can see my progress getting better. Like when I first started this Starfighter, everybody else had better cards and I was having my ass kicked. But now that I understand how things are working, I'm kicking ass, and I like Starfighters. It's the best part of the game for me. I enjoy it. One quick little... The campaign was good. I like the story. I'm glad that they made the story canon in the Star Wars universe.
Did you finish the campaign?
Yeah, I finished the campaign. But I did not like the extra bit of the campaign. Because this is the reason why. The campaign gives you a hint at the end that the people that you are playing the campaign through, the main character, is Rey's mom. But then they give you some DLC and completely throw that out the window. And it's like, really? Because it would have been so much cooler if she was Rey's mom. Because that would have been awesome. This would explain why, because they show who Rey's mom would have been, mom and dad. And they would have given her a reason why she has good fighting skills, good mechanical skills, and has a sharp mind on her head.
And this is why being a hardcore fan of the game would be good for you.
Yes, but
Whereas
then
I'm
they
like,
completely crap all over it with the DLC, and it's like, really, no, this is not what I wanted. So I'm disregarding the DLC and sticking with my original idea of who the parents are. So, because even in The Last Jedi, they kind of hint that Rey has parents, and they don't give it away. And I thought this was actually a good lead-in too for those who. But yeah.
So let us know down below if you played this game, what your thoughts on it are. And yeah, that's about it. And if there's any games you want us to check out, any ideas, we've got a few lined up for about 4 months now. So we're pretty stocked up, but we'll put it on the list.
Yep.
And we'll give it a good long go at it. And thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.
See ya.